Yeah.
MaxMortgageSolutions.ca, MAX Mortgage Solutions. No, there's two X's, isn't there?
Let's try that again.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. MAXMortgageSolutions.ca, Sky Financial Corporation, the Mortgage Center. No matter what your answer is to this economy, there's good news. You do have some control. There are things that you can do to buy yourself some time. Interest rates are low right now, probably lower than when you mortgaged your home to begin with. So if you redo your mortgage, Cheryl and Aaron Karpchuk might be able to help you lower your monthly payments and pay off any other debts that you have, a little extra walking around money. Point is, you've got options, and they can help you out. Rates as low as 2.4% on a 5-year fixed, 2.3% on a 5-year variable, both OAC and subject to change without notice. 780-496-2442, Bill.
There's nothing as far as trouble in traffic going on right now. However, breaking news, according to the City of Edmonton, the 102nd Avenue Bridge over Grove Road opens tomorrow morning in the middle of the morning.
You're kidding me.
Can you believe that? It was supposed to open about a year ago.
This is the bridge. You know what? Even in LA, you may have seen pictures of this. But Kate Quigley is here, by the way. She's your headliner at the comic strip. It's great to have you. First visit to Edmonton.
Yeah, I love it. I'm having so much fun so far.
And we'll talk about some of the stuff that Edmonton has to offer for you as well in just a second. But one of the things, even in Los Angeles, you could have got news of this. This is when they put the girders to this bridge, and they were all crooked, like the supports in between. And they see if you can find a picture.
Probably you just had to look up bent girders.
Bent girders. Bent girders.
I don't know if you want to do that.
I wrestled under the name Ben Girders.
Yeah.
I played this German guy.
Yeah, that's all you have to look up is bent girders.
It's like a piece of furniture from IKEA or something. But yeah, that's what happened. So this was over a year ago.
They set something up wrong and woke up one morning and just put them back by a year.
So do you want to be the first to drive over that bridge?
Yeah.
I'm good on that. I think I'm good.
You're fine?
Somebody else handle that.
You'll walk down the hill, across the road, and then up the hill?
Yeah, I'll find another way, I think. Wow.
Well, then now you're going to be here to see. This is a big weekend for that. Now that thing is opening.
Maybe I should be the first.
Yeah.
I should test it out for you guys.
I think you should. We'll contact the mayor. You can go across in the mayor's car. Be the first to go.
That's a good plan.
There's lots of stuff in Edmonton to see. Was that on your Twitter or Instagram that you posted the picture of you standing on the giant boot out here in the West End?
That was on Twitter. That was so there's another comic named Lars who last night was like, "You want a quick tour of Edmonton?" And he was driving me around. We were driving by that boot, and I was like, "What is with that giant boot?" And he's like, "Oh, that's just the biggest boot in the world." And I was like, we have to stop and get a photo. That's amazing. So we did. When we saw, he took me downtown to the Capitol building, and he took me to get food at a place, some Irish pub. He said has like the best food in town. I don't know. He took me all over. It was great.
Really, extra Lars took me out on a little. It's funny he didn't offer that service to Ian Bagg.
Yeah. I didn't see him chauffeuring Ari Shafir around town.
No. Busy when Kreischer came to town.
yeah.
But as soon as Kate Quigley, starring on such television networks as the Playboy Channel, as soon as she shows up in town, extra Lars says, "Hey, you want to go see the legislature building?"
That's really funny that you're saying that, because last night he asked me to call into his show, and he was saying that on air. He's like, "Just so you guys know, I don't just do this for chicks. I've done it for so and so." And so he named off like 7 guys.
He's full of shit.
That's funny.
We know Lars very well.
I love that you can say shit on the radio here, by the way.
Well,
that's
supposed to.
both part of this week can go.
Yeah.
It's just to let you know.
Good to know.
Sometimes you just have to say it, because when it's blatantly true, and in
crap just doesn't sort of suffice there. Yeah.
Lars's case, it is blatantly true. So you had the giant boot. You went and did. I saw that you were standing on it. Did you ride it?
No, I didn't. I regret that, actually. I regret not sitting on it. You know when you take a photo and you post it, and then later you're like, oh, if I would have done this differently, there would have been so many better captions, like my booty on the boot or something. Oh, yeah. But no, I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
Kate Quigley's here. She's been in The Office. She's Playboy TV, the Megan Mullally show. That was short-lived.
Yeah. That was funny. That was when I first moved to LA. I would do anything to get on TV, as like most people will in LA.
Who wouldn't?
So I was just there to be a paid audience member. You know, they pay the audience at a lot of those shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I was waiting to be a paid audience member. This like talent guy, casting guy comes through and he's like, does anyone have a special talent? We're looking for someone today to come on the show and have a talent. And I was like, I do. I twirl baton. And they were like, do you happen to have one? I'm like, I do, in my car. I keep them with me. So I went to my car and got batons. And I went on that show having not twirled a baton in like 7 years. And I was like, I got this. I can throw it and do flips and catch it. So on national television, I went on stage, threw the baton, did a somersault, and dropped it. Missed the baton completely. It like bounced into the audience.
They kept it in the episode?
Yeah, they showed it in the episode. Well, then they let me try 2 more times. I caught it on the 3rd time. So it was like I planned it really, like a grand finale, but I didn't.
So from that, were you able to get a recurring role as the girl that dropped the baton?
No, unfortunately not. Nothing came out of that good for my career at all.
Megan Mullally, she was in, that was...
Will and Grace.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
She's married to Ron Swanson.
Who's that?
The guy from Parks and Rec with the mustache. I can't remember what his real name is, but Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
All right. Were you that girl, that cheerleader twirling baton at the parading at the beginning of the parade and at all the stuff?
I was until like my freshman year of high school. I did all those things, and then I got to high school and I decided that it was like cooler to hang out with like the theater burnout crowd. So I quit doing everything that could have gotten me a scholarship and just started smoking weed, basically.
You can get a scholarship for twirling the baton.
Oh yeah, I had
Cheerleading,
friends.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you can get cheerleading scholarships because my chemistry teacher in high school, Mr. Gruner, went to college on a scholarship, the cheerleading scholarship.
A friend of mine got one too.
Yeah, and a man?
No, a woman.
Oh, is it?
But down in the States.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. We thought, because in Canada we don't have that.
You don't have majorettes?
Well, I suppose in some of the bigger cities, they have a huge cheerleading competition here for junior high and high school cheerleaders in Edmonton. But I grew up in a small town of 3,000, 4,000 people.
Oh, wow.
So we had, elementary school was 1 to 8, or 1 to 7, and then high school was 8 through 12. So by the time we got to grade 8 and our chemistry teacher was on a cheerleading scholarship, we thought that was kind of gay.
Yeah, well,
I mean, because it was back in the 70s.
yeah. Back then it wasn't as macho to be a male cheerleader.
Different.
Back then it's fifth boom bob. Let's make a pyramid. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Right, yeah. Don't you think though, if you're a straight guy and you're a cheerleader, that you're a genius?
Oh yeah.
You get a college scholarship and you're just like lifting hot girls in short skirts up over your head for 4 years.
That's how he described it to us. And
Yeah.
we completely turned our thinking around.
Yeah.
And
You all went back to
That's a
cheerleading
genius.
college.
I started watching cheerleading at college football games with active enthusiasm and trying to figure out exactly what it was that they were looking at when they're, holding their...
Yeah, I'm sure it's a good time for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I was a cheerleader too, like that guy, he probably gets with a lot of the cheerleaders because he's probably the non-threatening guy that you can like, you feel like he's never going to make a move and then he sneaks in.
Yeah.
Or he gets in with their super hot, equally hot friends.
Yeah.
That's
A better move.
yeah.
And that's smarter
You think
because
that-
there's probably no squad business.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inter squad drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you getting thrown around and stuff?
No.
At certain times?
Thank you for saying that. No, I was a twirler. I was like a majorette, which in the States, yeah, because there's marching bands at football games. You know how big college football is down in the States, so people get full scholarships for being the twirler in front of the band. And I grew up with a girl who was the Boston College Golden Girl, which is like a big deal if you're a baton twirler. So that was like my dream when I was like 8. I was like, I want to be like the Boston College Golden Girl. And then I got a little older and I realized Boston's freezing. That wasn't going to be my plan.
Yeah.
So that basically ended that.
I just ever since you said it, all I can imagine is Bea Arthur and what's her name, the other two Golden
Golden
Girls.
Girls.
Estelle Getty and
Yeah, Estelle Getty at the beginning of the parade with a giant hat that's so heavy it topples her over before the parade even starts.
That's hilarious.
The Boston College Golden Girls.
Yeah.
That could be construed something. You hosted the AVN Awards, right?
I did.
The Golden Girls could be something completely different.
Oh,
The
yeah.
AVN Award.
Yeah.
That's a category.
Definitely a
Category.
category. That'll be there next year, I'm sure.
That's what
Gilf goes to.
we were looking through some of the categories at the AVNs and laughing.
Yeah, best double penetration.
I know.
But really, sometimes it's just an honor to be nominated.
I mean, we're joking, but like I had no idea how
serious?
seriously
Oh
they
yeah,
take it.
yeah.
They cry when they win. Like they cry when they win awards, and a lot of them, their parents are there. So like there was this married couple, and they were telling me backstage how they won an award together for like their first scene. They won an award for the first scene they ever filmed together, and their parents were there in the audience, and their parents were giving them a standing ovation. They were like crying on stage, and afterwards they were interviewed about like the family values in porn. And I was just like dying. I mean, I thought it was the weirdest thing ever, but it was really fun.
Have you just done it once?
Just this year.
Now, if you're talking best double penetration, is there like a Susan Lucci who's been nominated 17 times
Oh my God.
and never won, and then finally she wins?
Finally,
It's so funny you say that because there's a male porn star who I met at the awards who told me, he's like, I'm like the Susan Lucci of the porn world. I have been in like 500 films and nominated like 30 times. I've never won an award. I was like, are you serious?
This is Ed's 35th in this category. And first win.
They'll get that lifetime achievement one though, like they gave to David Niven.
Yeah.
It's just a cupful of bukkake could possibly be.
They're covering us over.
I am curious, the phone call that you made to your parents when you told them that you were going to be the MC for the.
So funny that you're saying that because my parents are so different. My parents are divorced, and my dad is like this total hippie who's like, he screwed up so bad when I was young that now he's trying to make up for it by being super like overly cool with everything that I do. Like he watches my Playboy TV show. He watched the AVN Awards, and he'll call me like super proud. Like, I watched that scene where you were a dominatrix and you were whipping that guy's bare ass, and he's like all proud of me. Where meanwhile, my mom is like trying to hide it. My mom is like in quilting club, and the ladies in the club are like, "What is this show your daughter's hosting?" My mom's like, "Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch that."
It's one of those artsy-fartsy things you want.
She's not really my daughter. We're trying to fix that.
Yeah, I mean, my mom is supportive. Like, she is, I think she is proud of me, like, low-key proud. But my mom, like, for instance, she watched my opening monologue on the AVNs. And then she was like, that was all I really wanted to see, though, because things were getting pretty dirty up there before they even started showing videos. So that's it for my mom. She didn't watch the rest.
Are they going to invite you back to do that again, or do you know?
I don't really know if they will. I think they've had a few comics do it more than once, but for the last like 5 or 6 years, they've had a different person every year. So.
Okay.
Do they give you a gift bag or a goodie bag or something?
Yeah. What's the swag bag like for that?
Oh yeah, they do actually.
Great.
Yeah.
And do they include batteries? Do they come in a separate bag? Or?
Actually, I do want to say that the magic wand in the gift bag they gave me is fully rechargeable. It plugs into the wall and charges up, so it doesn't need batteries.
I didn't know it was battery operated. I thought you just plugged it in.
I have one that plugs in as well. I'm obsessed with it.
Is that your backup magic one?
Which
one's the backup?
Remember when Bryn left the studio? He's actually at the comedy condo going through your things. Which one is he finally? Which one did you bring to Edmonton?
You know, I actually left it at home because I feel that time apart is good for any relationship.
Absence makes the something grow fonder. Yeah.
Exactly.
She's going to get the Canadian version of it here at the mall, which is in metric.
There you go.
That's it.
Perfect. Kate Quigley is our guest in the studio. She's your headline to the comicstrip.ca, 483-5999 for tickets if you want to call when the box office opens later today. We'll take a break. More with Kate Quigley after this.
So fun. Yeah, I've gotten so many free things like